here, rude boy. Come here with all that. I'll show you about all that on the microphone. Me, Chipmunk, don't answer to no one.
So, Chips fire in the booth, part 2. Thoughts?
Chips.
I just want to say,
Get the puns out of the way from early.
I think it was sick. I think it was needed. And I feel that it created something that was monumental in terms of radio history. I was at radio last night at BBC whilst it was going out, and it was one of them moments where I had to stay still and listen to what's being said. That's a very rare moment in radio in the day and age that we live in the sense that everything's online, everything's on Twitter, everyone's on Instagram. To actually stay there, put your phone away and listen to what's going down on the radio, that intuitively, for me, was really, really, really impactful.
Yeah.
And that was because someone spoke up and spoke about what was coming from their heart. Like, in that situation that was happening.
I definitely agree with that. I like the fact that everyone had to lock in and wait all at the same time, and you know, it took it back to like old school radio days where everyone was waiting for the thing to be heard. Like, I'm just gonna get my problems out of the way from early. Only bit I didn't like was the speech. The speech was a bit. I didn't think it was needed. Cause I feel like if he was gonna say that much talking, man should have put that more in the bars. Cause I feel like everyone's gonna remember the talking more than the bars.
Chipmunk's Nang, he's very talented, you get what I'm saying? He's a young man and he's been through the career and he's been through lots of things. He's had loads of success, loads of achievements. And I feel like he's still in that place where he's trying to find himself musically, and what we just saw on Charlie Sloth was an exhibition of how good he is.
Because he only said, from what I remember, Tinnie is no fire in the booth, there was no fire in the booth. Apart from that, he just explained why he said that. My man should have said that in the bar and it would have been colder, I reckon. Because when he started going in on the warning bit, I was live and it was warming up. But I feel like, yeah, he should have just said more bars than talk about the situation. And he made a lot of accusations to Tinnie, and I feel like they had the same career, they're doing the same thing. Just because Chipmunk's like grown up a bit maybe and come back to the roots to understand what he wants to be a bit more. Unless there's some next issues we don't know about him and Tinnie. He shouldn't be saying Tinnie about you should be repping the community and grime, I never saw you at that school and all that jazz. Because if we're honest, Chipmunk weren't at the school for a long while as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, man. So it's honest.
Don't lose your belly.
It's real talk. Like I say, everyone's like.
What do you mean? You think Tinie's been more, involved than Chip?
No. I feel like they've done the same thing. Like a lot of artists have. Like even like, obviously everyone knows Roll Deep. We've done the same thing, but we had grab songs out there when we had the pop songs.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone. Like you grow up and you start trying to you get money, you do like these pop songs, you do whatever. So I feel like
they've both done that though, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So unless there's some next issues we don't know about, if man's get obviously apart from the initial, the Pizza Boy sent, which was definitely for Chip, definitely for Chip. You know what I'm saying? And if that and the other one about the MC that other deal, I don't know. Obviously you could take that on yourself. That could be all of us, like you said. That could be all of us. And the management one. That management one could have gone over a lot of people's heads, but obviously Chip felt that was for him, which I agree. And I just feel like he should have responded earlier than a whole year. Yeah. It's more tactical.
Chipmunk's fire in the booth, aka rant in the booth, obviously went out last night. I think, I'm a massive Chipmunk fan and I love everything that he's done musically, from coming in on Westwood Show on Radio 1 and 1XR to smashing that, to doing what he's doing now. The only thing that I feel is a bit weird is that I don't think you can give all that pressure and put it on someone like Tinie Tempah.
Yeah, but his point, which I was thinking this as well, but his point where he knew that when he went on Fire in the Booth he was going to do this, is he even said was, yo, I'm not going to say nothing a year ago when I didn't have any music ready because people are just going to think I'm hating.
Yeah, no,
so
I hear that.
If I have music ready and I'm ready to come and get on my job.
Not hating, but you're addressing the situation. That happened then, you should address the situation.
Yeah, it's too late. A year's too late. Like, if I have something that I wanted to say to you, I didn't want to say it at the time, I'm not going to address it publicly a year later. I'll come to you on a low and be like, yo, I ain't like what you said there and them lyrics there, like rare tear tear. Like, the way I like the art forms now is I like that they're split up. The fact that they're split up means there's a lot more money for everyone. So you got Lord of the Mics. You want to clash? You got Lord of the Mics. If you want to do something just career-wise to do with your album or something like that, you might want to set up a promotional run through Charlie Sloth and go in there. Mixing them all up right now, like Tinie's getting money.
No, I don't know about that. Sorry, not to cut you off. I think
You cut me off.
Yeah, but I think man should.
Do
if man got Lord on the mic, send on Fire in the Booth. Yeah, man sent for you on Fire in the Booth. I'll go back and
go
say
back
for
and
you,
do it,
man.
isn't it?
It's the names and like, and then having a discussion about it straight after you said it. Like, to me,
Yeah, discussion,
to
I'm-
me personally, that ain't true.
I rated it. I rated the bars. I liked the second half more than the first half. I rated what you were saying. I like the fact that you took a shot at Tinie. I rate that because if man took a shot at you, you for take a shot back. But I'm just saying, man, for know that it was calculated. Obviously, it was to do with his releases, and I still think there's something deeper that we don't know about for him to feel a way like that.
What's true is, man sent for you, so you give your slide digs back. If it gets to the point where someone can't take it and wants to say their name, then say the name, and then you got to build up. Now it's just all out in the open. If Tinie don't respond, it's just what?
The Chipmunks talked up. He's defending his team.
He's able to get off
I'm
what
not-
he's wanted on his chest.
I'm not
I don't
saying
think
that.
he's necessarily doing this
So
for
what?
a reply from
Someone
Tinie.
sends for
Yeah,
you.
no.
You should-
I don't think he's doing that.
No.
It's like the way that Likes put out that tune is similar in a way that I think not similar, but she probably wants
So
a
she
reply.
wanted a reply because her CD's also out.
Yeah.
But I think Chip just saying it to make people talk. I know it's not of his chest, but like you said, we were on the radio waiting yesterday, and now we know his CD's coming out next week. The bars are cold. We rated the thing. That's what I'm saying. But I
You
think
know what? I'm a massive Chipmunk fan, yeah, and I've messed with him from early, right? But when this situation happened, I couldn't not think about the time where Low Key come out and spoke against him and tried to send for him and told him, look, if you're about this as a rapper, come and do this with me. Or are you a pop star? Because if you're a pop star, go make pop music. Did Chip come back on a Aggie lyrical bar thing? Nah, he come back in a tune with Chris Brown and he says, fuck being low key. That's all he done.
So what am I saying now then? You're basically saying what I'm saying. You're basically saying what I'm saying. When low key come, you know what low key stands for. Low key stands for something real.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And when he spoke his bars about how he feels about hip hop, that hip hop is you're supposed to express how you feel when there's a situation going on. So, man talking about Tinie coming on the radio and he should say something better, then what did anyone else say? What did Chip say in regards to people getting stabbed, All them lyrics were about Tinie.
Tinie Tempah, he's in a position, but I don't think he has to go out of his way to talk about certain things and rep certain parts of the community. The only reason I say that is, and I'm an avid believer of people who do that, I've got the biggest respect for them. The only reason I say that is because when Low Key came at Chip on a rap level, I know age gap between them two is completely different. Low Key's more mature at Chipmunk than he was that age. I just feel that Chip didn't really come back on that level where he could talk like, yeah, I'm the conscious guy and I talk about community and 4 A's, 5 B's at GCSEs. Like, it wasn't working in that way. So for you to go and say that to someone else is a little bit hypocritical in my opinion, but I rate him musically. I feel like the Fire in the Booth was good. I feel like Ghetto Coyote was good. I feel like him spitting on the Warning beat was good. I just feel that more rants or more speech needs to be said like that, because last night on radio was a moment.
no, that's what I said. I didn't agree with that man going at man for saying stuff that they basically done a similar thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I'm saying
But
Tinie and Chip.
let me put on the record though, yeah. As a critical look at how man was spitting, that freestyle on Warning, that shit was cold. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit was cold, fam. Like, the way he flipped up the old school DWE lyric thing, fam. Like, I thought that was cold. So, props to that. We already know that Chipmunk is talented.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Like you said, globally trained, yeah?
Cold.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
But even though we're saying bars, fam, it's like, all right. But I don't know the rap sheet like that. Maybe you know it better than me. I don't know the rap sheet. All right, if I say Wiley, I can mention a bunch of people who's clash. If I say Scorcher, I can mention a bunch. Who's Chipmunk clash?
I don't know. Tinie.
Do how do you know?
What nothing to do with it.
So that's the only
No,
thing
because
that...
you're saying he critically acclaimed with bars.
No, he said he's obviously we know Chipmunk's done, but man said who's now got bars, grime rap, whatever. Chipmunk's in the conversation. Chipmunk's cold.
1000%.
And I'm saying he's saying I've been around the world and I'm defending it. You know, represent Britain, represent London, represent Chipmunk,
Globally
all
trained
over
on
the
the
world.
mic, yeah.
So it's not just you. I think he was saying it's not just you. Like, you gone around the world with your bars, but I have also gone with the bars. I'm on your level.
Yeah, they're on the same level in the sense of like
Fame and
when
stuff.
you look at England,
Yeah.
those are like maybe the top two that you will talk about. You get what I'm saying? When you look at England. But my thing is, you're talking about two people have careers, and their careers are based on almost pop careers, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're trying to say. It's not based on. Is it based on it?
Of course it is.
Because I didn't really rate the speech, but I understand why. Because people would have just thought, like you said, he's hating, he's jealous, he's bitter. Everyone takes shots at Tinie because he's the most successful one. Cool, I hear that. But I know why he's done the speech, but I feel like there was a lot of emotion behind it, and we don't know the full reason. And maybe we are going to know the reason. Maybe this is just a start. Maybe he was just testing the water to see what Tinie's going to say back, or if he's going to say anything back.
No, I don't think it's based on it. Because when you base something on something, what did you start from? So what did they start?
What started from grime?
Yeah, so
both.
Yeah,
but what
so it's
Chipmunk say,
it's based on that.
Sorry, but see that Chipmunk, what he said, I never saw you, because he's saying them tunes of him. Like, I feel like them tunes, what's the one? School of Grime, one with DWE.
Fine.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Now you listen back, you sound like all wild indirect, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I like that though.
Yeah, so do I. But
So then I don't think there's no need to speak about it.
no, they should.
That's a waste of energy.
No, it's not. No, we've got him talking
What,
about
to
it now.
stand there and talk about it?
Oh, speak. No,
Yeah,
not
speak.
speak. No, the bar. You should
No,
do the
man,
bar.
send,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
do
yeah.
that, fam. That's
Okay,
sick.
okay. So then, do you think? Yeah.
But- sorry,
Do you think if that rant didn't take place in the middle of them two freestyles on Fire in the Booth, do you think his Fire in the Booth would have banged as much as
Yeah,
it has?
yeah.
You still think so?
If it didn't, there's a problem.
Yeah,
if you
I
got to
don't
talk
think,
to get
I
your
don't
point
think it
across.
would have banged as much as if that speech weren't there, bro.
Blood,
I
if you
think
don't,
maybe-
yeah, because
if that
that's
rant
just-
in the
People
middle
that
was
know the
just-
reasons and they would have
Yeah,
said
it's
it.
just
Yeah,
loving
yeah.
it.
But the
That's
bars
just-
are cold.
Wait, wait,
And
wait.
he said his name.
That's
So-
just love and hip hop, bro. You get what I'm saying? That talking in the middle, that's the bit I don't understand. Bars and that, man, get that.
The talking about what you just done doesn't need to happen because it's apparent. Like, you separate the two. If you want to do a forum where someone asks you an interview and asks you about that, then that's the chance for you to speak your mind. In between the lyrics, I feel like less of that, like maybe a minute of that. I think it was like 5-6 minutes explaining the scenario. And I don't know how genuinely upset he is about the situation. And it's not for me to really discuss, but how I feel about it is, good freestyle, less talking. Tinie, if you want to respond, I think you should. It would be entertaining, but at the same time, if you don't, it doesn't make any money, does it?
The talking, I didn't even understand I didn't even understand it all. That's me personally. I didn't really get it. Like, what am I so angry about?
Yeah, I mean, he deciphered 3 lyrics on a Fire in the Booth.
Not 3 lyrics, he deciphered 3 lines.
3 lines,
And
yeah.
2 of them could not be
yeah.
directed at him. Tinie could come out and say, "Do you know what, them 2 lines were before you."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He can't
When
say
I
that
said
about that
Pizza Boy,
that was definitely him.
I
Yeah,
looked for that. I didn't hear when he said that.
Because he did. When he done it back last year, I said, all right.
No, I watched both of them today, and I was certain, maybe I was just skipping past, but I didn't hear.
Yeah,
I
he
heard
did.
every other line but the Pizza
He
Boy.
did, he
line.
did. He
I'm not saying he
did.
didn't.
Yeah, he said
I'm
it.
saying
I
that
listened
line.
to it.
But at the time, I even thought that. I thought, right, okay, that's a bit bait. Like, you know the ones there, like you just said that live, like
I
Pizza
like
Boy.
that though. I like that.
No,
One of the things that he said was that Tinie's like busy on the fashion, like instead of being a voice to the community,
Right.
he's there going to fashion parties and instead of making intelligent music.
I get that, yeah. I get that. If you are at the top of your game, or you have a massive profile in terms of what you've been building up, that people would want you to speak up on certain issues that affect the community. But what is a bit, I rate Chip, yeah. But I'm thinking, what's a bit weird is that when he was making Oopsie Daisy and Diamond Rings and Champion and collaborating with Trey Songz, he wasn't really talking about the community.
Yeah.
That's what's the only thing that's a bit
Ain't talking about that in doing
hypocritical.
fine. He ain't talking about that in the other tunes.
Yeah, that's the only thing I get what he stands for, and I know that he wants to, and he's not even 25 yet, and
Yeah, that's the thing,
he's
growing up.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
growing up, so he's gonna go a long way, and he will be able to have that opportunity. But
But when Loki was going after him, that's what he
He
was
was
saying.
doing.
And
This
he
is
was
what-
saying, yo,
this
I
is-
talk for my community,
yes,
bro.
this is
And
what's
I'm hip-hop.
confusing, man. Maybe it's a thing
I was
that
going to say
obviously.
nothing about the over 25 thing, I took real offence. Still.
What, the over 25 thing? What do you mean?
Right side of 25. Obviously, yeah.
Was he trying to say that?
He trying to say Tinie's old fam, just for cool off. Listen, man, I need to stop that car. Let me sip my tea. I'm joking.
Why? He's
No,
young. Like, of course
he's bossy with it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he's going at Tinie, and I'm not even trying to say he shouldn't go at Tinie. I like the fact, yeah, man sent for you, you send back. Overall, I rated the thing fully. Chipmunk's definitely got bars. I rated the guy 1,000,000%, and I like the fact that people are taking shots, and let man for stand up for themselves. You know what I'm saying, and say what they're meant to say.
just promotion.
That's the thing. Alright,
Is
I
this
hear you.
what
on
you
that.
think? Because his project coming out, because
Of
Believe
course,
and Achieve's
of
coming
course,
out, this,
of
you
course,
think that it's just
because
got to do with
it's
this?
smart though. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, I would do that as well.
Yeah,
I
why
understand
wouldn't
that.
you? Like you said, there's no point. Even though I put it like this: if you're going about grime, but you send on grime, if you don't reply within 2 days, or about a week, you're
long.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Man
like
waited
Kai
a year,
said,
though.
it's P now. Man, I got careers. Man, I got CDs, things to sell. Cool, I hear that. So he waited for a time where he would be in the limelight, and so he used his time wisely. And it was lang. I hear it because, like you said, everyone's talking about it. The only real issue I have is that I think man should have done more bars instead of less talking about it.
Yeah.
I feel that's where it got a bit muddled. Because I feel like I don't know what I'm going in it. I feel like there's a next situation. It can't just be them lines. Can't be. I feel like there's something else that man would want to say.
You wouldn't take offence if them lines were direct.
Yeah, I would have said the same amount of bars back as Chipmunk did, because he only said about 3 lines back to me, though. He said about the fire, Tinie, fire in the booth, Charlie, as well, and about a couple other things. I would have said that exact amount and carried on my fire in the booth. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you done too much the over talking is what made you think, oh, that's what are you really mad at? What's happening here? Is there something else?
What are you saying? You think girls are involved in that?
Nah. I think it's probably like a respecting, sly pass, tweets, you know, all this thing like seeing each other.
For the UK rap scene,
Another thing,
Sorry,
it must be. Wait, sorry, let me cut you. It must be that, because for you to go on there and say, yo, man, not my brother, you lot are all both black boys getting money, do you get what I'm saying? Doing this music
incredible
thing,
positions
coming
that
out,
a lot of young people look
And
up
he's
to.
a
Coming-
yeah.
yeah.
One bottle either.
Yeah.
So it
coming
must
out
be
of-
something.
There's loads of people, that you can go on camera and say these people are talking about things that are happening in the community in not a positive way, in a negative way. There's loads of rappers that talk about bunning man and turning man's head top over. You can go at them guys. We don't know if Tinnie contributes to charities and all these other things. Man's got money.
Yeah.
So for you to look at him
Probably
like,
does.
he doesn't do this and he don't do that, I don't know if it's a credible accusation to put on him.
Yeah, just him.
If you're saying it's
At
bars,
least just
it
him.
might, get me.
The bars are cool. That's what
bars,
exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah.
If man
Do you
said-
think, from a rap point of view, from the UK scene, do you think that Tinnie needs to hit back with a reply?
I want man to reply.
I
but
want
don't
man
wanna
to
hear
reply.
no
As a fan of the
stupid-
culture,
don't
I
wanna
want to hear it.
no
But do you
chat,
think
because
he will? Do you
no,
think he
I
will?
don't, which is upsetting. I don't even like the fact that I don't think he'd reply. I don't like that. I feel the fact that he should definitely reply. Say
What does
something.
that do?
Just do it.
He's gonna say sly response, but he's not
Just
gonna
do
come in there and say,
every
yeah,
minute. It shouldn't
guess
be-
what, and start talking, because he might not have that same affliction that Chipmunk
that
has.
Chip has,
There.
yeah.
Be like, bro, I love Chipmunk.
Yeah, it's not.
Nobody have to defend that. I say, bro, man, I'm doing it, bro. You're also an idiot thing right now.
I mean, you know what's weird as well, though, on Twitter, on the 12th of Jan, which was like 13 days ago, he tweeted the link to Tinie's video for Flash, and Tinnie replied saying love. So I'm thinking,
Maybe that was some Splurge Boys.
But he said Tinnie and Splurge Boys
Yeah, but
love.
maybe, okay, obviously we don't
More
have
for
this Twitter
Splurge
thing.
Boys than
maybe
anything.
Splurge Boys DM him and said, yo, can you tweet this?
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
And he'll tweet
But-
it. So I thought about that. I thought,
Yeah.
that's wonky, but
That's a bit weird.
you never know. That could have been for Splurge Boys more than Tinnie.
but-
Just because Tinnie responded.
Yeah, I get that,
doesn't
but
mean
I just thought that if you've been having this feeling within you for so long over the last year about a certain individual, if I had a feeling like that,
I
I
just
would-
reckon it's not that deep. I just think it's
I was
promotion.
gonna say,
It's
no,
not that deep.
he
There is
knew
no
what-
real big problem. What real big problem can you have with somebody? Me personally, Tinie's like, when you meet him, he tries to be like, I don't know whether he's like a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what he was. Maybe that's what he was coming out with, because you said you ain't my brother. Because you know how Tinie's gonna be. Yo, brother, think, and he might have
But
fell
you
away.
lot are. That's the end of it. Even if you say you're not, what has he done to you? I bet there's a
No,
bag of other people that have done
No,
worse
that's
things to
what
you
I'm
that
trying
you
to
ain't
tell
come
you.
on
There must be
charge
something
of.
there. There must be something more than that.
They don't have to be.
Unless there's a thing where Chipmunk was trying to say, which a lot of it was that I've got bars. You lot don't rap with me. He kept saying, don't rap with me. I've got bars. But I don't. Me personally, I never not thought he never not had bars. I always thought he was cold.
Chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
So maybe that's just something within himself that he feels like, right,
Needs
people
to
ain't
get
respecting what I'm about.
Yeah.
Because me personally, if you would have asked me, yo, who's like this, Chipmunk would have always come up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he's
maybe,
definitely top 10.
But maybe I think
Top 5.
he feels like he wasn't. That's why he went so hard. Because I know them ones.
Top
when
3
you,
actually.
When you feel away.
Top 3.
Because I'm one of them. I'm obviously man MC as well. I understand. When I feel away, a man ain't respecting what I'm doing. I would have gone on radio done the same thing. Well, man ain't hearing me. I'm saying things. I'm
It's
saying.
generalistic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
one would be more
yeah.
generalistic. But obviously, because he said Tinnie, I don't think he was really directed like all of that energy at Tinnie.
Nah, it was probably.
And if he was,
a deep,
then there's a deeper reason that we don't
behind
know.
it.